Everyone, so happy Easter. I wish everyone who celebrates Easter a very happy weekend, a happy Easter Sunday. So today I'm doing peppers, transplanting peppers. These are poblanos, which are definitely ready for some bigger pots. I know some of the even bigger ones that we've already got in bigger pots are ready for even bigger pots or to go out in the garden. So I am so very happy that we have finally got some spring-like weather going on out there. It's been so cold and the snow hasn't been going anywhere, and you know, we have to get stuff going, we have to get stuff started, otherwise we won't have it. And of course it's filling up here in the basement really fast. So yes, it's going to be a great week coming up with lots of wonderful weather. So I'm just gonna work away at transplanting all my peppers. I'm hoping that these will sell well at the plant sales. I finally got around to doing the event pages on Facebook for the plant sales, so that we have a plant sale in Meadow Lake and a plant sale in Saskatoon. Most of what we have at the plant sales will be vegetable starts, like the peppers and the tomatoes, along with cucumbers and pumpkins and squash. I don't usually have flowers, simply because we don't have the capacity. As you can see behind me, it's already full with just vegetable starts, and we haven't even gotten to starting cucumbers yet. So there probably won't be any flowers. If I can get some flowers, like some marigolds started, I will. But usually I don't do flowers for the plant sale, just like I said, because of lack of space. But I am looking forward to that. It's just, oh, it's getting exciting. It's getting busy. You know, it's an exciting time of year. You know, everyone's gardens are finally starting to thaw out and the snow is starting to melt. And it's just, I feel very optimistic right now about the garden and everything that we're doing. So I hope that feeling continues, and I hope everything just kind of falls into place. I know the last 3 years, everyone's had a shitty year the last 3 years. So I can only hope that maybe this year things will turn around for all of us and we can have a good year, an easy year. The garden is going to be has so much potential. I guess that's one thing that I do like about gardening, is just, if you want to get into sort of that sort of metaphorical aspects, you know, it's the potential. It has all that potential in it, the garden does. And it's up to you to use that potential, but it's there, right? So, you know, some of the peppers we're starting, like we've got a nice broad range of peppers, like in terms of heat and type. You know, like we've got poblanos and Anaheims, and of course the usual jalapenos. We've also got some super hots that we're going to be having available. I think what we found out last year was that if you have something unusual, but if you let people taste it, they're more open to actually buying it. I mean, we did that with the white cucumbers last year, where, you know, no one was really interested because they looked odd and unusual. But once they tasted them, once we offered them, you know, a slice to taste, they loved it. They were sold on them. It was great. So I think that's our plan, or part of our plan for this year, is to offer samples, and you know, if they can taste it, they're more likely to buy it. So that's going to be our strategy, I think, with some of the more unusual peppers and stuff that we've got going on. Like, you know, like I said, the Anaheims, poblanos. We've also got some cherry hots. Yeah, yeah, we've got so many that I can't even list them all anymore. Anyway, but the tomatoes, most of the tomatoes are doing good. Although I did notice we've had some germination issues where some of them just did not come up at all, period. I know we had a problem with that with the Manitoba tomatoes. Seed was new, or I think it was from at least new last year, so it wasn't that old, but none of it came up. None of it came up. So I was a little concerned, so I had to go out and buy some fresh seed, and happy to say that they've all come up now, the ones that I planted. But there were some other ones that we definitely had some spotty germination or no germination. And I'm probably going to be, this is probably our last chance to reseed anything that we might need. So I'm going to do that today as well, as reseed some of those tomatoes that didn't come up. And cross my fingers, hope for the best. And then hopefully we should have enough to cover for sure the pre-orders that we took. So, but there's a couple that are a little bit dicey that I'm worried about. So just hopefully we won't have to back out a couple of pre-orders for some of the varieties. Just, but you know, that's why with the pre-orders I don't take payment until the customer picks them up, because anything could happen. Like we're having germination issues. You know, in the past I've had catastrophic shelf failures where, you know, a shelf has collapsed and I've lost all the plants, or all the tags get dumped out, and then I don't know what's what. So that's what's also happening is with the tomatoes. I'm gonna be starting some more onions, like I said, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy weekend. Even though it's Easter, it's gonna be a busy weekend. We got lots to do. I'm gonna continue with my potting up of my peppers, and then we'll show you some other things. Okay, so I had to kind of stop what I was doing earlier and go help Glenn with the bees. We went to check the bees for the first time this spring, first time in 2023. We just had a quick peek inside the hives to see what was going on. So nice to hear and see the hum of the bees. That was awesome. So now I'm going to continue with what I intended to do this afternoon, was get some of these peppers potted up. So I'm just going to finish off these Anaheims, the Anaheim peppers, and then I've got some Thai chili peppers that I'm going to do next. And then, yeah, just keep continuing on with what I'm doing. It's so nice to see the spring weather. It's so nice to hear the birds, and if you stand really quiet in the yard, you can actually hear water, the snow melt running and trickling off into the bush and off the roof and everything. It's nice. It's so nice to hear the snow melting. Oh, soon it won't be too long before we can hear the frogs in the sloughs and lots of birds returning. You know, there's always some that hang around, but oh, it's gonna be so nice to finally be outside and be able to actually hang out outside and just be in the garden and just go for walks without, you know, the air hurting your face. And yeah. And then once I'm done this, and then maybe I'll take a walk around, and we'll just show you some of the plants that we got going on here. We've got lots, like I said, we've got lots that we planted. Probably too many, but whatever. It's always better to have too many than not enough. So, and whatever doesn't sell will go into the garden. So, continuing on with the Anaheims. There we go. So I hope you're having a great weekend. Hope the weather wherever you are is nice and sunny and pleasant and conducive to having a great Saturday. Peppers. It's interesting because sometimes they even smell. You can actually smell that capsaicin smell even on the leaves, especially with some of the super hots. I was noticing that with the chocolate ghost there. You can actually smell it, which is interesting. I didn't think you could, but yeah. Yeah, we've got some interesting things we want to try. I know Glenn wants to try making some fermented hot sauces. There we go. That one is all done. And three more left here. The Anaheims. There we go. Yeah, lots of new ideas, lots of new recipes we got that we'd like to try for our preserves and stuff. So we've got 2 more vendor markets coming up. We've got one coming up here in Meadow Lake at the end of the month. And then the first weekend in May, we will be in Saskatoon. Yay! My hometown. So yes, it's going to be the next 4 months are going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts around here. All right, there we go. So I just need to do my tags and then I can move on. And then we'll give you a brief tour around showing you what we got. Hello everyone, I'm Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to another garden chat. So I just wanted to show you this. This is a Zimbabwe black chili plant with some flowers coming out. Look how pretty those flowers are. Lovely purple. I was trying to pull off the flowers just to try and promote some more growth, but there are so many flowers on there now that I just don't think I can keep up. But today we're going to be doing transplanting and some more seeding. We got lots to do. The weather's finally turned around. We are hopeful that next week or this coming up week we'll be able to move all of this out to the greenhouse. Yes, we're going to have some spring-like temperatures. I think last night's overnight low was probably about -6 degrees Celsius. So that's nice. That's a huge improvement over what we've had. So yeah, maybe it's finally here, spring, hey? So I've got lots of things to transplant and get ready. The basil that I started, this is some of the basil here, is looking really nice. Like this is the cardinal basil, no, cinnamon basil. And there's a Thai basil and lemon basil. We got all sorts of peppers that I gotta get transplanted into pots. I'm probably going to be doing some more onions. These onions need a haircut, so we'll probably do that when we move them out to the greenhouse. And then we've got some baskets and some more tomatoes and more tomatoes and more basil, more peppers. And it's just endless.